All right, testing, testing. I assume everything's going good, sound-wise. Let me confirm. Okay, let me know if the game audio is too low. I can notch it up a little bit. But yeah, hello, everyone. Finally found it in myself to stream. Did a bunch of stuff today and then ran out of battery and had to recharge a little bit, and here we are. But yeah, it sticks. Yeah, Sue, I hope you find your Switch. There's just a giant world of amazing games there. And you can join us on here. I don't know how many games we have overlap with right now, but we'll figure it out. Man, but yeah, like I've been to a Olive Garden relatively recently. I think sometime late last year. Man, that sounds good. They have like a creamy potato soup or something. So breadsticks dipped in that. Mwah. By the time the main dish gets to me, I'm like, I'm taking half of this home because I'm a breadstick boy. Yeah, I'm drooling to play Pokemon. I do not want to spend money on a new one, but who knows? Yeah, there's a lot of, like, most of the Pokemon games that are out and that I play are have Switch 1 versions, so you don't have to worry about that. Pokopia is a Switch 2 game, but like what I'm playing right now, and God, so many Pokemon games. Pokemon Violet, Pokemon Shield, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, those are all Switch 1 games. So you should be good for the most part. Oh, and Pokemon Legends ZA also has its own, yeah, it has its own Switch 1 edition. But you got options in the Pokemon world on a Switch 1. Let me see, how are my Pokemons? Oh, my Pokemons are in a little bit of trouble. I do not have someone who knows how to fly. I'm trying to get this Dragonair evolved into a Dragonite so I can have it fly. I just want to have a Dragon type. This move is a pain in the rear, lol. Aren't they all? But I guess this one is extra. I just remember being so exhausted I was physically sick during my move. Oh, hello, Calm Chaos Collective. Oh, yes, you sort of yappy cat. It's funny, when I look here in OBS, they don't animate, and then I look over here in the stream manager for Twitch, and they animate. So I'm like, oh, snap. Ugh. That's how I feel. I feel a little shell-shocked. Yeah, I'm sorry. It really, like, fucks with your whole system. I was having to drink a Gatorade on the daily. I was having to take anti-nausea medicine. I was having to do a lot of laying down and trying not to feel like I want to die. And I'm not in the best shape, but I'm not in the worst shape either. Just, ugh. I tried to make my stream last long enough to raid you, but I had to end early because Tyke needed playtime. Oh, I appreciate that, man. And company, I appreciate that. But yeah, it just took me, it lately, as you may have noticed, it takes me a little long later in the day to get the Steam to do one of these. Between trying to find financial stability and then doing behind the scenes stuff, and then the emotional roller coaster of grief I'm on, and pursuing personal vendettas against people who wronged Leah. More on that eventually. But yeah, now I get to be here and I can relax. Also, there's been a fair amount of video game playing, and that is part of my roller coaster of grief often, is playing a lot of Fallout. And I actually haven't touched this game in a little bit because I fell down the rabbit hole. I did get an Articuno, by the way. That happened off screen. These are all the Pokemon I've caught. Think? No. These ones. Okay. Still not much, but definitely more than I thought. But these are the ones. Yes, it's coming back to me. These are the ones I want to train up and like be fighters. Except these. What are you doing here? Oh, this is just. I was on the Seafoam Islands, and I was just catching stuff. That's what happened. Okay, it's all coming back to me now. And then we will grab you. I don't think I actually want to level up. Anyway, but what I need right now is this Golbat. Party Pokemon. Swap you out. Actually, yeah, just looking at my team, I'm trying to level up this Slowpoke, but I'm about to go into a significant battle. Oh, wait. They really separated this all out into a bunch of separate. Fake. Which of you actually needs it? Dragonair. Let's see. I'm extremely lucky my son-in-law is helping. Yes, that's huge. Having an able-bodied or even relatively more able-bodied person to assist is huge. When my mother and my brother were able to help me during the move, it wasn't very much because they got stuff to do, jobs and such. But it was huge. It made the difference. I couldn't have done it without them. My dogs have been driving me insane while my parents are away. I still love them though. What have they been doing? We are all just a mess, lol. Yeah. It's a mess of a world right now, and we're all just living in the blast radius. If I eat your grief, will I become a grief eater, aka griefer? Grief eater's cool, griefer's not. Griever is cool as a name. That was the name of the summon in Final Fantasy VIII of the main character. I always thought that was a cool name. Griever. It's like we're all clinging to each other in a lifeboat. Lol. Yep, all in the same boat. Covering from the same explosions. Nom's the boat. We swim. No, I don't know how to swim. Don't chew the boat. I need this for floating. I've been trying to get a shiny Alpha Dragonite in Z8. Ooh, damn. I think those are green, right? A shiny Dragonite. Let me see. Shiny Dragonite. Do. Yes, they're like they've got like shiny Crobat colors or shiny Golbat colors. Pink. It was pink, and then green for some reason. Wow. Congrats on the 7-stream streak, Nate and company. Bandit cannot eat on his own. He needs somebody to watch him while he eats and drinks, or he'll bark until you go to him. Aww. He's like, watch me. Keep an eye on me. You never know what's gonna happen. It could come out of nowhere. News. Get out of here. Looks like we got up to 7 viewers. Thank you everyone for being here. Let me know if you need help with anything. We're kind of back now that Leah's GoFundMe has ended. We're kind of back to a relatively normal. It's been weird though, like trying to like unpin all the like social media posts that I had promoting it. It just feels like taking down it feels like taking down lost dog posters, only the dog never came home. So it's a little tough letting go of of that is something that just feels like, I don't know, just some admission of or acknowledgement of a tragic defeat. Yeah, baby is the same, except his bowls are near my dining room plus kitchen, so he just eats at meal times. Nice. That kind of that definitely streamlines the process. Also, I forgot that Golbat can't fly. I have to wait until Crobat, and I can't evolve Crobat until later. So we're here with Pidgeot. Well, do I want Pidgeot or do I want... What level is... Oh, yeah, that's not going to be... Okay. Shift. Put that there. Get out of there. Let's go. We think Bandit was taken away from his mother too early when we got him, so he's kept some issues in his life. Oh, poor Bandit. Poor precious baby. Oh, is my GoFundMe stuff still appearing? Wanna turn that off, bro. Why turn that off? Jeez. I could have sworn I turned that off before I started streaming. Oh, no, it was, I did it. It was just in a different scene. My bad. All right, now let's fly to where I need to go to actually do some Pokemon stuff. Boop, boop. Yeah, baby definitely was taken early. He scritches the floor whenever he drinks water as if he's trying to knead it from mama's milk. Oh my god. Poor baby. Precious little man. The only thing I can say negative about how my kittens were raised was Smoke was like that. His entire family of cats, his mom, his sister, his brother, and him, they're all just bitey. They just kind of communicate with bites. A lot of the time. So, like, and just a little feisty man, a little feisty family. But yeah, I think. Oh, where is it? No, it's right here. It's right here. So it's kind of fun that we ended up saving this by accident for this dream. Coward. Okay, so we'll see how this goes. I have lost this one a couple times because just my team was under-leveled overall. Why is his name Coward? I chose that. A lot of people would name him like some whatever obscene thing that occurs to them. And I decided not to go for that because I don't want to censor the stream. So I just was like, you know what? Let's just get straight to the point about what I dislike about you. And like, really though, he's just annoying as hell. Is that like a random counter? Okay, cool. I was just confused. Yeah. Traditionally though, it's supposed to be something obscene. I did not want to go with that. I should name one of my Pokemon BY Canis Majoris? Don't know what he's talking about. My logical brain was trying to make sense without full context. Gotcha. Ain't that the worst? He's a young adult in kitty years, so he should have outgrown it by now. But on the taking down lost dog flyers thing, my family had to do that when Kitty Georgia ran away. Mom was still in the Navy. Oh, I'm so sorry. We moved 2 months after she went missing and still never found out what happened to the baby girl. Well, I hope things went well for her, ultimately. because that's just brutal. Get out of my head, get out of my You know, science does say that there is a connection thing between people who spend a long time around each other. I am one of the largest known stars known in the present universe. I am VY Canis Majoris. That is so funny. I'm just imagining the like the James Webb telescope photo of it. I like Venusaur. Yeah, Venusaur is great, except I could not have kept it in the battle, but I wasn't paying full attention. I don't really have the most anti-psychic team right now. So we're just gonna go with some same type attack boost type of goodness. Oh, nope, no, he's gonna stomp my Dragonair. That's what's gonna happen. Yeah, so much of my team is weak to psychic, like 4 out of 6. I don't know, I never understand anything anyone in your stream says, lol. I just nod and smile. I know what almost everyone is saying almost all the time. I just have sometimes when I can't. Then I need the youths to explain. But I mean, some of this is just their inside joke. A couple's inside joke too. So we would never be able to get in on it to a certain extent. Do you think can this Gyarados? Can I kill this Gyarados before it kills me? My Pikachu with 15 health. Can we do this? Yes, we can. There we go. I gotta say, the music in this game really energizes the hell out of you. About to use Execute. Oh, that's tough. I don't have any... Well, I don't have anything that is straightforward enough that I can get straight to... I can get past the Psychic. Georgia was kind of messed up in the head. Oh, she was taken early from her mom, and we were in Italy where spaying/neutering were illegal. Illegal? So she got prego and very young, 4 months old. No, poor baby. And then her kittens all died because she didn't know how to care for them. It was a mess. We assume that if she survived, she probably ended up a barn cat because we lived in a rural town and most stray cats ended up that way. Well, I hope she ended up a barn cat and had a happy life. That's such a fucked up way to start it. Pregnant at 4 months. And then the spaying and neutering is illegal in Italy? What? Oh god, I should not be doing a flying versus flying, and it's 17 levels higher than this Pidgeot. Ah, it's gone. It's gone. Okay, most of my team is knocked the hell out. I gotta... Oh man, he's knocked... Yep. That's that for that. What to what? It was at the time. This was the year 2002, so maybe changed since then. God, I hope so. I'm gonna need to revive some Pokemon. I honestly should have been reviving them before, but I was horrified about the kit. Let's heal this. Oh, I was confused by the spay-neuter thing. Yeah, it's so baffling that would be the case. Can this Dragonair get... Oh, Surf! Surf! Don't wing attack me. Come on. Oh. Yep, we reset. Yeah, the team is just not high enough level overall. Like, he's got Pokemon that are in, like, the 50s. But where do we go to level up, though? Kind of just have to, like, go thrash random Pokemon. Where am I gonna find Pokemon in like the 40s-ish level? Oop, that's the Pokemon Lab. I already got my Pokemon fossils. What's the level of Pokemon in here? Offering 28. That's not gonna do it. Town map. Use. I never did go to the power plant. Okay, maybe that's my best bet right now. Do I have? Oh, yeah, I've got Nidoqueen. Of course, I've got the ground type. What am I talking about? I've got one of the best ground types. Right. Pidgeot Fly. Let's go to Cerulean City and then see what the levels are like at the power plant. Well, maybe I could just Google it, you know? Maybe I could just... I don't know if I've ever visited it. Pokemon LeafGreen Power Plant. Yeah, well, I mean, I could go and get Zapdos. There are Pokemon here I don't have. What the hell? Fire Red's got Electabuzzes? Damn it. Look, it's my favorite. Yeah, we did get our male cat neutered, but that was on base, which was counted as U.S. soil. Yup. How it goes. But Georgia was too small at 4 months, so the people there wouldn't spay her. What the hell, man? I swear to God, my cats were spayed and neutered younger than that, but I'd have to check. My memory, it was last kitten died and then Georgia ran away days later. But that may be my shit memories from before I was able to sleep. Damn, dude. Who even likes Electabuzz? Me. Good. As long as we're all on the same page about how cool Electabuzz is. I found an elixir. Who even likes Electrosabuzz? Sounds like a Trossabuzz. Trossabuzz Lightyear to the rescue. Electabuzz Lightyear. I love her. I feel like a silly goose. What you got for me versus Seeker? Georgia was the runt and had kitty dwarfism on top, so she was tiny, poor little baby, and then pregnant with 4 kittens. Oh, it's just too goddamn much. It's just too much. Can I just F this guy up with cut? Oh, he's gonna give me the business. Oh, that was a critical hit? Damn. That's rough, buddy. Anyway, goodbye. Hello, Amelia Grace. What you doing down there? Giving me the leg hugs? That's very sweet of you. I love you too, little lady. Eats self. Auto cannibalism on full display. I hope your stream went well, Nate and company. Thought about joining, but I didn't have the energy. I was like, oh yeah, I could. I don't have the spoons. I don't usually go on most streams, or really any streams. It's because I usually need like peace and quiet to recharge, or like control over, like direct control over what I'm watching, to like pause and play and like be able to turn off and on. And like with the ADHD, like things just drop out of my perception. Like earlier, I had an earbud with something playing on my laptop, music over there, a video game, and then I was editing a video, and so that audio was there too. So I've got like 4 audio inputs. And like it, I can operate on that like in an ideal flow state for a little bit, and then I got to start turning off maybe turning off the music, or turning off the video, or stopping the editing. And like I just need ways to control how much like sensory input I'm taking. But yeah, Amy, male kitty, we actually gave Mama's coworker, who was like, please give kitty, I need cuddles after my breakup. Aw. So, one good kitty news, one, we moved to the US. At least some parts of that story, like, went in a good, wholesome direction. Or Georgia. That's simply too young to be pregnant. All right, let's get to the standing. Oh. The other thing that I was waiting for was for it to become less hot, because it's so hot here in this room. It's the AC struggles to get to this room, so it can get very warm in here. Now that it's late enough and it's cooled off enough, and I've been able to get some reasonably cold air in here, and like it's not easy for this room to cool down, because it's got my computer and my lights and my Switch 2, which runs hot, and then me, who also runs hot, and then my cat, who's behind me. Merp, yeah. Matthew, if you had seen my stream, then you'd have seen so many switches. Yeah, I've never seen the switches themselves. We was exhausted. Oh God, I don't doubt it. It's gotta be exhausting, especially when you're doing it in such a short period of time. Aw, Amelia Grace. My cat is sitting on the chair I just left. She likes to steal my chairs, especially right after I just sat in them, so she can enjoy the butt heat, I guess. And then she keeps poking me with a paw back here. I keep having to like reach back to pet her. Let's switch for Machop. Hiker Bryce sent out Machop, wing attack. Bada bing, bada boom, get the hell out of my room. Not you. Yeah, you can stay. Usually I do close the door to keep the cats out so I can fully focus. But it's too warm, and the AC needs to move from the main room to this room. So we've got fans stuck in air. Hello? Good luck to you. Thank you. Here we go. I always forget. I always think it's up by Bill's house. but it's over here on this route. Am I gonna get any interesting random encounters during this? No? Okay, I'm gonna stomp this guy. Amelia Grace, you just want treats, huh? You're just a treat machine. Oh, look at this guy. It's amazing. It's been a long time since I've seen this. So this morning I walked 2 miles for groceries. Jesus. And like I passed out and woke up halfway through shopping and people were staring at us. I was informed that Annabelle had taken over and was using her voice. Imagine a fat ginger man with a beard speaking with a high-pitched feminine voice and a very posh British accent. No wonder people stared. I would have just rolled with it, and I'm like, this is how this person is. Let's be respectful. Oh, look, it's Lick a Tongue. Sorry, ADHD. People stared. And that's rough, dude. Was someone with you to tell you, or did you just have to, like, get the information from a random passerby? Amelia. Humph. I'm not angry. He's angry. I have more rare Pokemon at home. Ah, the Max Ether. Amelia Grace, I'm gonna move you to the other seat if you keep poking me. You just poked me down. What? Meow for the people. No, no, no. Do you have anything to say to explain? Do you have anything to say for yourself? Explain your crimes. Sure. You little poker. Put you over here. Other seat, merely a foot away from where you were previously sitting. No one was around. Maturo told me that Annabelle had been talking to the others in Headspace, but out loud and in her voice. So to other people, it was Crazy Man Central. At least no one was around. Hopefully, at worst, someone heard you from, like, around the corner or something. Because I have had that where I just hear people in the other aisles, and I'm like, what? Also, I have been the guy intentionally making silly voices, and then people have to deal with that in a different aisle. I'll just be making a silly voice with my brother or my mom, and I will fail to keep it quiet, and I'm sure people are like, what the hell? I don't know if I'll even be able to catch friggin' Zapdos. I don't need a Pikachu. I got a Pikachu already. Nah, you don't get it. No one was around when I was outside the store except one lady putting groceries in the car. But the Dollar Tree was packed when I passed out. Jesus. I'm sorry, dude. It's gotta be so unnerving to have all these bits of lost time. Not knowing what you said or did. Stuff like that is exactly part of why I never got into alcohol. I hate the idea of not being fully in control of myself, not knowing what the hell happened, and having to rely on the testimony of others, which may or may not be reliable. I can only imagine the poor teen girl who ran the fucking register, to be honest. I don't know. I have to imagine it still wasn't the strangest thing that person has encountered. Also, I do love Magnemite. This is 3rd gen, so we don't have the 4th gen evolution Magnezone. Otherwise, I would totally put a Magneton on my team, and I still might, because Magneton's still great in the context of 3rd gen. Oh yeah, this is before they changed it so that female Pikachus have heart-shaped tails. Every Pikachu's got the same tail. Oh good, you're in the same seat you used to be in, but now you're not poking at me. You realize that got you kerbooted. Alright, oh, I was gonna save. It would be so crazy if I saw a shiny here. Or during this playthrough. Because the first shiny I ever got was back in Fire Red, in original cartridge form. And, it was in the cave where you get Mewtwo. And it was a shiny Kadabra, where the orange is a little different, and then the brown parts are purple. Which, I don't know if I prefer it. I think I like both. I'm so tempted to use a repel as we get through here. And then put a sort of like, not my best Pokemon up front. But put my... someone like, it'll still like probably Hitmonlee. Pidgeot's a little vulnerable, but this is a low enough level that I still might get some visits from higher level, the highest level random enemies in here, because the repels are only as effective as the first Pokemon in your party. So if I had like a level 2 Pokemon in the front, I'd be getting repels left and right. Oh snap! Oh shit, it's an Electrode. Okay. Look, she may have encountered Stranger Things starring Finn Wolfhard, but I present in pretty much all situations as a man. So I'm just remembering my teen years as a girl and imagining how scared I'd be if I saw a strange man talking to himself in a posh femme British accent, because there's a fear there that if he's not following that basic social norm, what else will he not listen to? Oh, you're afraid that you'll be perceived as like completely out of touch with social norms, to the point where people are like, is this a dangerous person? That's so rough, man. Oh my god, I killed this Electrode. Baba. Damn it. Damn it. What else will he not listen to? Yeah, that is one of the perils of becoming a man, is now you have to deal with the preconceptions that come with people, like, especially women, seeing you, having to make a calculated assessment. Yeah, I try my best. Oh, Ooh, fuck yeah, Magneton. Yeah, I try my best to just do what I would have wanted a guy to do around women and girls, but Annabelle has no such fears. Annabelle just being herself. Yeah. So Annabelle lacks that awareness, just inherently. It's like, why would I have to worry? Damn. But at least you've got like the do what I would have wanted a guy to do around women and girls rule. That will make a huge difference. Dude, I logged into Toontown and there's someone saying actual vile stuff. I'm honestly waiting for them to get snapped by a mod. Do you get Thanos snapped in Toontown? What kind of crazy-ish are they saying in there? Beep boop bop boop beep boop bop. One moment. Local man needs to check if things are working as they should. Boop bop. Beep boop bop boop beep boop beep. I'm sorry, I just really love saying that. It gives me the giggles. Beep boop bop beep. Stop that. Sorry, y'all. I'm just. Right. And then I'm trying to put out my usual "I'm live" post. She doesn't lack that awareness. She underestimates how important it is. I see. Yeah, that's a very important awareness to have. There's a crowd of people yelling at this guy. He's talking about doing things to minors, asking people if they're minors. Did Jeffrey Epstein get a Toontown account? I keep hearing that he's that he's alive. It would be really, I know this is an awful thing to happen in the community, but I think cosmically it would be really funny if this is Jeffrey Epstein crashing out on Toontown, in Toontown. In Annabelle's mind, if we don't do anything actually illegal, then cops can't do anything. That's really not the point. It's not about us being safe. It's about others feeling safe. Yup. She's on the brainwave of if they can't accept us, they don't matter. This does match up for a hostile doll. Anything else? Oh my god, now I'm glad Tyke never managed to log in this evening. Oh, you play Tyke plays Toontown? It's kind of funny because it's a goofy-ass fat deer character saying shit. Oh my god. No, Tony Chopper. It's phony Chopper. Isn't the real Tony. He would never do this. Those of you who haven't watched One Piece are missing out. Do. Very happy that I managed to get Magnemite and Magneton. There's so many people here, I'm just waiting for a mod. You're like a bunch of kids waiting for the principal or the teacher or like the school cop to show up. Everyone's in a circle. But also, Annabelle isn't a doll. I don't know if we'd even heard of that movie when she appeared. It was before my appearance, so I don't know. Huh, sorry. I think I got that mixed up. I think I'm gonna have to get reintroduced to her so I know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm mainly just making sure no kids actually get involved here. Good. Look after the children. Hey. That's so weird. It's so, I mean, it's less weird now that the Epstein stuff's out and you know how bad, like, the situation is overall for child safety and, like, the preservation of child life. Like, I'm like, how is this happening? And then you just zoom out and you look at what people are doing at the highest levels of power, and it's like, oh, this is like trickle down predatory behavior. Like, this is coming from the top. There's some bizarre fixation on this. Freaking predators. Yeah. I'm trying to talk about serious business here, and you're over here poking me. She's just a 30-year-old blonde woman with a very thick British accent who sometimes wears a corset and other times a blue dress. Well, that's very classy. Well, that's kind of the opposite of what I was thinking of, so I'm glad I mentioned it, and thank you for fixing my head, like, I'm not gonna say canon, but my perception of Annabelle. I swear I got a warning for spamming when I was like 10. Why is this person still here? It is wild. Watch, it is a mod. This person is a mod. You're waiting for the mod, and check over here. Yes, there we go. Okay, that should. Hitmonlee is leveling up. Dragonair is leveling up as well. Nice. Oh shit! Just stumbled right into. Just stumbled right into friggin' Zapdos like that. On the edit of this, as soon as I get up there and then move away, as soon as I get up there, I want the cartoon skidding tires sound effect that zooming back away. Now here's the question. How the hell do I catch this MFer? Let's try this. But yeah, Annabelle is also asexual. Her sister Roxanne is hypersexual. It sounds exactly like her. It's worse than the Miranda Samantha shit that we still deal with. Is there a Miranda and a Samantha in there as well? But yeah, Annabelle and Roxanne. Two sides of the same ish coin. Alright, the Zapdos is going to be difficult because I'm going to be trying to outrun the poison and the leech seed if I can get the leech seed off. So this is going to be one of those where it's probably going to die a lot on me. Is it detecting leech seed? Son of a bitch. You motherfucker. Come on. Ooh, ooh, ow, ow. Oh, almost, but not quite. There we go. Now we got Leech Seed. I'm already paralyzed. Getting your health. Okay. Health is being sapped. Poison is infect. Okay, now we gotta start throwing the ball. Hoping and praying. Let's see. Oh man, yeah, I'm not gonna get many chances with this. With this strategy. Yeah, they're about to die. They're about to die. I should have left it to just poison. Wait. No, yeah, I should have left it to just poison. Yep, Bandit splashed. We're down. Reset. Miranda is 19. Sorry. Ugh. Miranda is 19 and is the adoptive mother of Tyke and Tyler. Jonathan is married to her, but her personality is practical and cynical. Whereas Samantha is the system diva who loves everything big and over the top, and they also share a voice. That's gotta be tough. It's interesting how many you sort of have like pairings where they're dichotomous. Bye, Zapdos. And then the wave. Sorry, Zapdos. I didn't mean for that to go that way. All right, let's try poison powder and see where that gets us. Oh, you paralyzed me. I'm still paralyzed. Ah, you sick bastards. I'm already paralyzed. I'm using poison. I missed though. This one's getting off to a rough start. Okay. And don't get me fucking started on the twins. How many pairings? It's interesting. Like one side was like, all right, I figured out one part of this, but I need the opposite. Fight. Vine Whip. I don't think Vine Whip's gonna get me much. Luke and Lake. Fuck, dude. Are they both dudes? Lake could be a lady name or a non-binary name. Oh, Big Yard. Okay. I'm not gonna start throwing. Well, maybe I should start throwing balls. I think it will be. I mean, I should just maximize my chances. I don't think it will work until a couple turns from now, at best. Yeah. Friggin' Articuno was also really difficult, and I was able to keep that one asleep. No, paralyzed and leech seeded. That's what it took to get friggin' Articuno. Both look the same, share a voice, very different energies when taking front. No, not both of them are dudes. Luke is a guy, Lake is non-binary but male body. Nailed it. Non-binary. Yeah, Lake's interesting. Lake, river, stream, ocean. Technically all gender neutral. Try to paralyze my Pikachu. Ooh, yeah, we only got one more chance. Come on. Fuck! Come on. What the hell? Wait, you can paralyze my Pikachu? Damn. Come on. Let a guy have a Pokemon. I just want. I just want a Zapdos. Do I have any TMs that would give me a sleep move? I don't think I do. Calm mind, roar, toxic, sunny day, taunt, is torment, and move, attract, unlikely to attack. Not quite what I was looking for. Almost everyone, literally everyone can learn it. Interesting. Snatch. Nope, I don't have anything that induces sleep. Lake calls himself a mirror. They reflect back the personality of the one in front of them. Luke is just a dude bro. Interesting. I wonder why... I mean, Lake being a mirror makes sense. They were likely our first mirrors as a species. Sure everything's okay over there. Yep, poison powder. Does that mean I could paralyze? Does it mean I can paralyze Zapdos? Because I thought electric types had a immunity to being paralyzed, but maybe just being paralyzed by electric moves? But Pikachu just got paralyzed. But what am I talking about? Find whip. Oh man. We're gonna reflect. Oh, it protected itself. Amelia. I just grabbed your paw. I'm in awe that these guys are still going. What? Oh, wow. It's still, the fighting's still happening. I'm so curious. Like, I almost want you to send, like, screenshots to the Discord, but like, I'm worried that it's going to be, like, a little too rough. Oh, yeah, Jonathan sounds similar to Luke and Lake. Very subtle differences in voice, and Morgan is the same with Samantha and Miranda. And to be honest, it's all because one set of vocal cords can only do so much. Yes. Unless you want to get into the creepy voices. Then it's a whole range of creepy voices that you just don't want to tap into. Oh, you couldn't show this stuff. Damn. That's bad. I'm using the ball that is ultra. I think I only get one more shot. And then I'm gonna try, oh, nope, never mind. All right, refresh. Don't talk about the creepy voices. You will summon Joker. All right, I won't. I will spare you that. All right, skip. Come on, there we go. All right, let's switch to the Pikachu, and then we will focus on paralyzing rather than poisoning. I was really under the impression that I wouldn't be able to paralyze it. Maybe that immunity is a later thing. So Thunder Wave, gotta have Thunder Wave on lock. Boom. Okay. All right. Now we have to switch Pokemons to someone who might be I don't know. There's not really anyone who's truly resistant to every move. Ooh. Okay. Dragonair is paralyzed. Dragonair's shed skin cured its paralysis. Never mind. This was the right move. Let's see how bad this secret power hurts it. A critical hit. All right, now we gotta Now we gotta just chip away and see how far we get. Okay, paralysis is working. All right, we're just gonna keep hitting that. Okay, we're getting closer. He showed up, I want to say last week for the first time, and he just sits next to Bane and stares and smiles, and he switches his self-image constantly between looking like our Bane and looking like Heath Ledger's Joker. God. It's complicated in there. So many cameos. Okay. We're very close. It's creepy. Yeah. But it is a part of yourself. And so it can be conquered and controlled. You just kind of have to accept it. I think it's like shadow work, I think. Google that, because that sounds like... I mean, I feel like Bane has a little bit of that, but if the Joker's showing up, I would say... Yeah. There's some shadow work. Bane doesn't act or look like Bane from the fiction. Yeah, there's a lot of Banes. Like, you're gonna have to be more specific than merely just the one Bane. Alright, let's see if I run out of Pokeballs before I manage to catch this thing. I don't want to chip away at its health any more than I already have. Even though that would probably help substantially. Tip on these limber prevents paralysis? That's rad. Ooh, Drill Peck's gonna hurt. Yeah, that's so rough. Use my next Pokemons. Okay. This is a good midpoint. Okay. Let's keep throwing Ultra Balls. Giving it a shot. Where we go. Son of a bit. Okay, I can't move. I can't move. Stay. Stay. Staying. This game really knows how to get you with, like, the suspense. Come on, man. And then just the slap in the face of it escaping. Damn. Come on. Get in the ball. Stay in the ball. Remain in the ball. Come on, man. Do the thing. Stay in it. Stay. Fucking down. Never seen anything like this in my almost 11 years playing the game. That's crazy. In 11 years, you've never seen this much of a crash out. And then no one showing up to, like, fix it, which is the craziest part. The Bane he's based on is the altar of our ex Micah, also a system. And that Bane was based on the DC comic Bane, but we never, like, saw the comic book Bane. When he fronted, he didn't act exactly like comic book Bane. It was kind of like a shitty painter trying to recreate the Mona Lisa from memory. This is how he looks / acts. You got, like, abstract Bane. You literally have abstract Bane drawn from memory. But honestly, Bane's not the worst person to have up there. He's had some positive arcs where he turns things around for himself. So, like, To a certain extent, Bane can be reasoned with. Joker perhaps less so, but there's still some reasonability to Joker at times. Dude, come on, stay in the ball. Oh, you mother. Yeah, so our Bane looks like Micah, a large, muscular black man, and acts as our highly protective side. Aww. So sweet. So he sits next to Bane, who's your protector, this Joker. So technically, he should be guarded. Oh my god. Alright, I'm not gonna use my Master Ball. There's no way in hell. Anyone who's out there, like, use your Master Ball. You are a monster. I will not. If I could have any villain in my head, it would be Magneto. That would be wild. If I had any powers, that would be amazing to have. I already love electromagnetism. It would just be one step closer to me fulfilling my full potential. I could have, yeah, any villain. Professor X is sometimes a villain. Reed Richards is a villain half the time. I wouldn't want him like that, though. Joker, I think he's a mix of Micah's Joker and what we know of the fictional character Joker, which is why he never stays the same. What was Micah's Joker? If I manage to catch this Zapdos with a regular Pokeball, it'll be a miracle. I kind of think it's impossible and potentially a waste of time. I really should just reset and try again with Ultra Balls. I should have brought more Ultra Balls, realistically. Magneto was also speaking facts when it comes to discrimination. Yep. Just, you know, just kept going too far because he was in the position of villain. At least in opposition to Professor X. But Professor X, Charles Xavier, is a villain like half the damn time. Once you dig further into some depictions of him. He's not always. Sometimes he's legitimately Patrick Stewart being chill, but there's a lot of complex depictions of Professor Xavier where it's like, ooh, I don't trust being in a room with you. I don't trust you with my drink. Just not a good guy, but that's only in some depictions. Micah's Joker, we only saw one time. I will never forget his whole demeanor change from crying to laughing to smiling. Then his Bane managed to get control. Never saw Joker again. Yeah. It must have been a scary moment. I do love that Bane was the one who was like, nah, buddy, come on, rein it in. All right, we're resetting. They assassinated his character because he was speaking too many facts. Yeah, I don't know. There is a tendency and a habit in storytelling where if you get a chance to like subvert expectations or turn a hero into a villain, like it's an interesting thing to explore. I'm just glad they didn't fully get into that in the movies, and I hope they don't. Because the Patrick Stewart Professor X is just so lovable. It was right after Micah admitted to suicidal thoughts and started crying. Being a system is not easy. I hope Micah's doing well. I don't remember how that worked out between you. Didn't make sense for a Holocaust survivor to become a mutant supremacist. You know, it didn't used to, and then you look at the current, like, what are the current, like, what is Israel doing right now? Like it's a cycle of violence type thing, where the abuser abuses someone, and then the abused becomes an abuser themselves. In this case, it's in the case of Israel, it's like here in America, where the worst of the politicians and the warmongers have control of the country and are making the decisions, and it's a nightmare. Magneto would not support Israel. No, Magneto would be there right now. Like, he would have stopped the war months ago. Would have put an end to that shit. Yeah, Magneto is the ultimate war stopper. Magneto would not support Israel, but there's unfortunately real-world examples of entire groups who went through shit like that and had relatives that went through shit like that, and culture influenced by shit like that. And then they still end up repeating the same vile mistakes that were done to them as a group. And it's just something that will always happen, because that is the nature of the cycle of violence. That's just what it does. It taints you with the same poison, unless you're able to get it out of you, and usually that's through therapy and, you know, like evolutions in culture and acknowledging, you know, what's happened. Like, even after they assassinated his character, he wasn't killing kids and destroying hospitals. This is true. This is just true. Micah still apparently speaks to Mom. He hates me. He thinks I hate him, even though I never did. Why does he what? Why would he think that? That's so random. Both tunes were snapped. I'm sorry, there was a second. There was a second Epstein has hit the Toontown. There were two people crashing out in Toontown. Last I heard, it was only one. Right. Can I cut and maybe? Oh man, this is gonna knock it out. Ah! Hey. Probably the same person on another account. Oh, okay. Just a sock puppet for this asshole. It's so upsetting that Micah just thinks you hate him. It's gotta be so painful. I'm sorry. Okay. Both people are paralyzed. Let's try and chip away at this. Health. I can never get it down to like a sliver, which is what I need. I either get a critical hit when I don't want it, or I miscalculate. I'm just glad that it doesn't have, that Zapdos doesn't have one of those moves that hurts itself. I agreed with my dad on the fact Micah didn't make a lot of progress in the year he was living with us. But I was about to say, it's not your fault though, this system is rigged against us, and he didn't let me finish. Went on a rant about how I hate him, blah blah blah, and then in a rage said, well I only used you for your money anyway, and then hung up and fuck? Dude, what a heartbreaking slap to the fucking face right at the worst time. I mean, I don't... And it's one of those things where, like, you can't take that back. Like, did you say that just to hurt me, or did you mean that? And it's like, it's kind of too late. You said it, and now it'll never leave my head. I don't believe him for a second on that anyway. Oh, God, by the way, he had bipolar disorder and was unmedicated. Okay. I was just like, that's so fucked up. And just like, I don't know, that's a fear of mine. It has been since I was a kid. It's just someone only caring for the wrong reasons. Can I get this razor leaf? Nope, nope. I'm down. Yeah. Try Nidoqueen. Can we get away with cut? Ooh, we might get knocked out. Here we go. Beer. Almost want to do surf, but I'm afraid it'll do just enough. All right, let's try it. Screw it. Please, just let that be like a... Oh, we got it. Okay. All right. All right. Phew. Okay, we're in a perfect zone. Paralyzed. Sliver of health. So just gonna spam Ultra Balls now. Whew. Trying to get it down to that last bit. So tricky. I know what using me for my money looks like. It's happened plenty. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's happened plenty of times. Micah loved me for a long time. The way I handle a long-term serious relationship is why I'm afraid to date again. Did you mishandle it? Or, I mean... Everyone here is hurting and it sucks. But at least you know that it wasn't true. At least you have that confidence. I had exactly what I had always wanted and I really, really fucked it up. Ah, one of those. The self-sabotage. Unfortunately. Very common. And I'm guessing you haven't tried to reconcile. Or I mean, maybe you've tried and it just didn't go well. Perhaps he won't let you. Stay in the ball. I demand you stay in the ball. Stay in the ball. Do the thing, do the thing. Son of a... Right when I've got it exactly at the stage and circumstances I need it to be in. Just day. That last conversation was after months of trying to win him back after our breakup, so yeah, it wasn't happening. Dude, I'm so sorry. Yeah, when a situation like It's like that. It's so rough. Damn. Sorry, dude. The Juan says, I don't know why, but I catch Zap with the Pokeball original. Yeah, when I run out of every other ball, I'll get there to the regular Pokeballs, because I think it would be cool to catch it in a regular Pokeball. But I'm not getting much cooperation from these Pokeballs, no matter what type they are. Micah did shitty things to me too, not gonna lie. Oh shit. But I was the main problem? Ugh. That's the real tricky part, is the partner selection. And I haven't been great at that. So I struggle to date. I'm like, when will I get stabbed in the back again? Type shit. Ah. My cat Smoke is attacking my sock. It's one of his favorite things to do, is to like just grab on my sock and like kick at it like he's trying to kill it and attack it. Wild Zapdos' speed will not go. No, I'm not using the Master Ball. To hell with this. We're using the regular ass Pokeballs, even though it's never gonna freaking work unless a miracle happens. My biggest fear is not they will hurt me, it's I will hurt them. Oh. Yeah, I'm afraid of that too. But I haven't been that part of the problem before. I mean, not on like a consistent basis, obviously. Sometimes I fucked up. But in the larger dynamic, I've never been the hurter. But I still fear hurting others. Even accidentally, that shit scares me. Does thunder work on you? I've been so curious. Oh, it protected itself from thunder right when I'm trying to test whether thunder works or not. Oy. I mean, dude, engaged 5 times, married twice, and dated around before, and between all those, I'm the problem. Damn. I mean, partner selection is still a factor, but see, I've been engaged twice, married once, dated a little bit around in between. Hey, no fighting. Now I'm poly with a dead girlfriend, which is making me permanently poly. I'm just gonna be loving her forever, so whoever comes next is just gonna have to deal with me loving a dead woman. That's gonna be tough to explain and tough to expect people to deal with. I don't honestly remember half the people I've dated. Damn, dude. I've dated little enough that I remember all of them. And that's because I just don't do it much. Will rolling kick work? Oh shit. No, we're done. Sorry, Hitmonlee. I put you in harm's way. graceful on my part. All right. Dragon. Fight. Surf is what saved us last time. Will Surf save us again? Oh, we're so close. Hardcore Billy vibes, you give it up, sweet. Loves a dead woman, barely dated, older man. I put in quotes because not super older like Billy. Yes, merely a spry 39 and a quarter. But my condolences to Billy. Yeah, I'm eternally poly, and my primary is this dead woman, and then whoever's alive has to just deal with that. I don't know. Don't know how that's gonna go. And part of me is like, I've only ever had exes. I've never had someone just go like this. And so I'm having to like confront that. It's like, what do I call it? Like, it's not an ex. So, the deceased. Oh, ooh, Zapdos. Okay. That worked better than I thought it would. And I'm sitting here with like no life experience, lol. You don't want these Peter Parker problems, man. I hope whatever happens in your life is easier than this shit. But I think if you live long enough, you're inevitably gonna stumble into shit like this. I could never be poly again. It fucked with me hardcore every time. I'm just monogamous. Interesting. How did it fuck with you? Because, I mean, I was raised with, like, monogamy around me, and so, like, I've always sort of been like, oh, that's what I'll do. Now here we are in an era of poly, and I'm in a situation where I'm gonna love someone forever even though they're dead. Just poly seems like the only way, even if like I'm just monogamous with whatever poly partner I'm with, essentially. Like, I'm not gonna stop loving Leah. That's not gonna go away. The grieving's not gonna go away. Like, that shit's not ending ever, let alone overnight. Yeah, I've never fully put true poly into practice yet. Kind of busy trying to help my now deceased partner not die, and then that didn't work out. I'm poly as long as Caden is comfortable. Aw, I don't need anyone else, but it would be nice. Aw, that's sweet. Yeah. In the past, I've gone like monogamy, but both of us are I'm pansexual and you're bisexual, so we'll do same-sex stuff on the side, but it's, you know, just for fun, and, you know, still have a strong monogamous relationship type thing. Which, I mean, that's probably where I'd land again if I was with someone, but yeah, just the Leah complication. I'm gonna have to put it in all of my dating profiles, just like right at the beginning. Here's the situation. If you can't handle it, you know, Godspeed to you. I totally understand. It didn't feel right. I don't know. I don't ever feel happy in a poly relationship. That's interesting. Having never truly fully been in one, I wouldn't know. Leah and I talked about it, but She was going through so much. But sorry to bring the room down. Trying to catch a Zapdos in a Great Ball is crazy. Well, I ran out of Ultra Balls. Got no choice. I've also tried to catch with Pokeballs, which is true madness. Wait. I fucking did it! Right when you started to talk shit about me trying to catch Zapdos in a Great Ball. Thank you. Your comedic timing is what allowed me to get this Pokemon. Hell yes. I will not give a nickname to this Zapdos. I will respect its original name. It's not jealousy as much as, I don't know, maybe fear? Like, they deserve each other, and I'm just a third wheel, and they're going to run away together without me, which isn't unfounded. I think that did happen to you. But yeah, you can't assume that that's always going to happen. But yeah, I understand that fear. It's like, why are they spending time without me? Or they're able to spend more time with them than I am, and you see the imbalance and like trying to keep it equal amongst the people that you're with. That seems like the hardest part, is and juggling all the schedules. And when do you get free time? I'm the clowncer. I gotta be comedic. It worked. It operated on Roger Rabbit rules. You talked mess about me using Great Balls. You mocked my Great Balls. I ran out of Ultra Balls, but these balls were great enough. Now I need to buy my more Ultra Balls. Because as cool as it was that I managed to get it with a Great Ball, I don't want to. I want these. I need these. You know what? 20 wasn't enough. Let's go with 40. Roger Rabbit. While I'm playing Toontown, which is partially based on Roger Rabbit. That was a huge movie for me when I was a kid. Was Roger Rabbit. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? And there's no D in Roger Rabbit. I don't know. I don't like having to split my partner with anyone else. When I'm in love with a person, my eyes stay on that one person. Yeah. I function the same way. But that's how I've lived my whole life and what I was raised with. And I'm in a stage where I'm like questioning, whether these things that I've like taken for granted as cultural expectations or relationship expectations for myself. And I'm sort of like, is this the way I should do things or not? And obviously whatever works for each person's psyche, right? But I don't know yet. Honestly, I think conflicting schedules is a highlight. If I'm busy with work, I would want someone to love Kaden while I'm away. Aww. That's so sweet. I don't know. My jealous ass would be like, I want to be with... I don't know. Would I be jealous? Would I be okay? I don't know. I don't know. As long as everyone's being honest and good to each other. I don't know if it's like a crime or anything. With my autism, I have a hard time with just living by myself. Oh, I know the dogs help, but obviously that's not the same. Orchid. I don't think my Pokemon are powerful enough. I sure caught some Pokemon, but he's got a Charizard that's level 53. And I mean, technically I could just lose to him and then move on to what I want to do. But I don't want to do that. I don't think I can get to that tunnel yet. I don't know. My mom and dad raised me not to judge others, but also to do what I feel is right for me. They would never judge me by being poly. I just don't work that way. I don't want to be shared or to share the person I love. Yeah. I mean, that might be me ultimately in the end too, because that's where I've started. I'm just not certain right now. And I'm in a position where it's like, well, I'm gonna love this dead woman. I don't know if monogamy is exactly going to fit my situation anymore, you know? So just I have to figure that shit out. Leah did tell me before she passed that it was okay if I moved on and loved someone else, but I don't think there's a chance in hell it'll be fully moving on. Like, I honestly don't know how much of a job I'll be having. I have such a hard time being around people and doing things, even if I can mask it. Yeah, it might be best for like work from home or anything where you have control. Like, you could do streaming, and one of the best things about that is you have full control over the situation and you can just be yourself. And everyone has to deal with it. And if they like it, they can stay, and if they don't like it, they cannot stay. And you can just be you. Pikachu, oh, you're 5 levels lower. Yeah, I struggle to have a traditional job myself for the same reasons. Especially if someone was rude to me. I don't know how much tolerating I would be doing of that. All right, switch to Venusaur. This one will be easy. But yeah, working from home is great. I can get so much done. I'm used to doing hard work, doing a bunch of stuff in an office at home. I learned that from being a writer. Though, to be honest, you could say I've already tied myself down, that I've been tied down since I was 19. It wouldn't be an unfair assessment. You mean with, like, really? Or... yeah, I've been thinking about streaming lately. Hell yeah, I just need stuff like a microphone. Yeah, that and... whatchamacallit? A camera if you don't already have it, and then at least one light. What the hell am I? How am I fighting? Oh, I sent out Hitmonlee to fight Alakazam like a dumbass. You really shouldn't have to work, but there are plenty of jobs that allow you to work from home. I honestly think you should get a full art tablet and get your art to the point where people will ask for commissions. Hell yeah. That would be sick. I think you can do it. What do I want to do? Twister? Hit him. Come on. Rocks and some leaves. Oh, and it did absolutely jack shit. I don't think I'd have a camera, but maybe like a VTuber situation with a little wacko drawing in the corner or something. That'd be cute. I was wondering if that would be the other path you would take. VTuber stuff seems fun. It's just getting the equipment and stuff. Like the VR stuff to do it. And then having the space to do VR stuff, but you might have more room than I do. Don't want to just take the L and lose. Do I even have something? Alright. I don't want to take the L and lose, so I won't. Oh, he's probably gonna... Yep, I'm just gonna take the L. I just want to move on. Ooh, headache. Oh, Pikachu took the future side attack. That's the twice I've had Pokemon get knocked the hell out because of future sight. All right. Oh, does this game even let me pass him without beating him? That's another question. Am I able to beat this? Am I able to just lose and keep moving on to Victory Road? Or will it send me back and I have to do this? The closest to VR is track suits. Oh, like tracking suits? That'd be sick. Player get lost against rival coward. Blah, blah. Matthew whited out instead of blacking out, and then the screen turns to black. What the hell? So do I have to go fight him again? Because if I have to go fight him again, I'm going to reset so I don't live in a universe where he ever won. Let's go see. Can I just stroll through there now? Now that he's whooped me. Oh shit, I'm in the wrong. Zero. Ah, let me out, free me. It is a ratata, a ratata. Making the sound of a machine gun. Oh, I'm in Cerulean. What the fuck? Why am I in Cerulean? Viridian. I call my dog Remy Rattata sometimes. Oh, that's cute. Remy Rattata. That sounds like the name of a thug in Pokemon. Hello, my name's Remy Rattata. This mother, I have to beat him. Okay. Or just rat. Rude. Let me see. How do I get to the Sevi Islands? To Sevi. Game broken. Eesh. Try pass. How do I fly to one island? How to fly to one island. Leaf green. Oh, okay. The Vermilion City Dock. Alright, we need to go to the Sevi Islands to level up, because I think most Pokemon here in the main map are going to be too weak for me to rapidly level up my Pokemon like I want to. So we're going to have to go somewhere else. The Sevi Islands, which were added to this game. They were not in the original. I have a tri-pass. 1, 2, 3. 3. So, now that was fast. That was quite the fast. Whatchamacallit. Now my brain no work. What's the Pokemon levels around here? Tell me your levels. Who are you? They're beginning to get a sunburn. Swimmer Abigail would like to battle. She sends out a Psyduck. Level 35. Okay, okay. We're in the right zone for getting meaningful XP. Okay. A critical hit. It's super effective. Aww. Oh, she's so... I will not change my Pokemon. I will simply electrocute more. Oh, 36. A slightly more powerful side... Me? Oh, my brother and I were thinking of adding... we were playing with sounds with, like, royalty-free music for the Fallout 4 playthrough compilation that my brother's gonna put together for me. And we were just cracking up, and I just, like, it would be fun to use the subscriber points to make silly sounds happen when you want them to, when the audience wants them to. Since I was 12 years old, I promised myself I'd save myself for the man I'd marry. It's old school and traditionalist and shit. I know, I don't care. I still carry the shame of losing my chosen man, so I try to replace the guy instead of moving on. It's whatever at this point. I don't plan on dating again at this point. It doesn't matter. Damn, dude. So Micah or Billy was the chosen man that you're thinking of, or speaking of. Try to replace the guy instead of moving on. There's gotta be a way to move past this. I mean, it's not gonna be solved overnight, obviously, but... And it may not be something that can be forced. It may just have to unravel on its own. Billy was the chosen man. Micah was the guy who would have been perfect if I wasn't stuck. I'm so sorry, dude. Mental illness is a motherfucker. No, I wouldn't give up on it, but I also, like, if you're like, I need to put this aside, that's totally understandable. Amelia Grace. Say hello to the people. Why can't you meow on command? You're just too cute, huh? Good for meow. Oh, even your little. Oh. Oh. That's what you get for poking me. My attention. Yeah, I don't know. Certainly haven't come across anyone who I would consider chosen or perfect. But my habit is, no. Definitely picking people who are fellow survivors of one thing or another. I think I need to be with someone who, like, understands, you know, CPTSD, trauma, mental illness, tragedy. Like, I don't know if, like, it'd be cool to have someone, to be dating someone with a regulated nervous system. But it feels like the gap and how you perceive the world feels so huge between traumatized nervous system and a regulated nervous system, It almost feels like two worlds. Can we communicate? Can we understand each other? Whereas if it's a fellow survivor, there is some innate understanding. Micah left me after I did everything I possibly could to keep him. A job, a home, a degree. All were things I gave him, and he still left. Fucked me up because I thought if I gave him everything he would ever want, he would feel like he'd have to stay with me. Yeah. And then, like... And he left because I assume... like things were just kind of falling apart between you, but it sounds like you fought to the very end, and so it might have come to you as like a blindside. For me, I just believed in my marriage vows and just it was like, I'll stick by you no matter what, even if you're mistreating me. And I'll help you get better, and I'll pay for the rent and everything, blah, blah, blah. I'll do everything. And then abandoned. Because I kept calling her out for mistreating me, because she couldn't stop mistreating me because she had BPD. Currently waiting for my luck to turn truly good with my love life. It's always been at least a little bit complicated. But the larger problem, frankly, is just I'm like not really putting myself out there, and when I do put myself out there, I don't really like take action usually, because I'm just so like, ugh, what if I get hurt again? Fuck this. Oh, he left because I didn't treat him with love and respect. I was so focused on the things society values, I didn't realize I was neglecting his values. That's fucking... I'm so sorry, dude. I hope you reach a point where you feel steady enough where you're not like being so punished by the memories of these things. I want you to be able to, you know, live a life where where you can be happy with yourself and happy with your present. Because I know that you are living every moment simultaneously, but if you could at least have goodness in the present, I know that would at least provide some relief. Yeah, you can't focus on the stuff society values. You got to focus on the real stuff. The loyalty, the love, the respect, being heard. But I mean, like, look at the family you were born into. You were kind of like stuck seeing things that way. And it would have been kind of a miracle if you'd avoided thinking about things that way. God. It's only 10. I swear I've streamed for longer. I can't promise my own parents that I won't scream in their faces when I'm overwhelmed. How can I promise a lover that I'll be a decent fucking human when I'm not that way to those who raised me? I don't know. My allegiance to those who raised me is a little loose because of how they failed to raise me in some places. Some people treat their partners better than their parents because there's less complexity there. But yeah, screaming in someone's face when they're overwhelmed is generally not great for the nervous system for anyone involved. But you are inherently a decent human. But you have sensory and emotional things that you didn't ask for, and I know that there's someone out there, multiple people, multiple options, that would be able to love you through that. But it would probably have to be someone whose nervous system isn't triggered by stuff like that. That can be tough on people who've been through similar things like this. Looks like she's kind of punching him in the jaw a little bit. Oh man, this is going to be a little tough. Oh yeah, Razor Leaf attacks both of them. So hopefully this gets Machoke out at least. So close. I don't want someone who can love me through that. No one deserves to be treated that way. I don't want them to put up with it. I want them to never have to deal with it in the first place. And that's understandable. But if this is something that you have to struggle with and is essentially a part of the disability, then you might be setting yourself up for eternal loneliness rather than find someone who can understand what you're going through and handle it. Someone who can love you so much they understand and they aren't hurt by it. I'm not sure if I could deal with it because I got yelled in the face a lot as a child and in my marriage. So like it's something I couldn't deal with, but someone with a better nervous system could handle it. As much as I too would like to never put any partner of mine through dealing with any of my flaws or imperfections, I think it's inevitable. And what matters in like not doing it, like being able to restrain yourself is great. Having a bad day is understandable. Having a bad moment is understandable. I don't know. I don't want people to give up on love and companionship. That's something I've been tempted to do, but I could use a hug. Fuck this. Meh, loneliness is fine. Billy has already said he will be my roommate when his mom passes. Oh, that's cute. I'll have him in some way, and by the time he's dead, I'll qualify for an old folks home. It's meh. Yeah. I mean, you can settle into that vibe and let your nervous system and your heart and your soul rest in that and let yourself heal. Just let time do its thing and see where you're at. And just hopefully it works out. Lee and I were like, we're just loving the vibe. Let's just chill here. Let's just relax here. It's good. Because both of us had been in like super serious, like, oh, love of my life relationships in the past and just so completely burnt out on it. I'll take anyone who isn't a conservative. The bar is in hell. Yeah, you're gonna have to raise them standards, boy. I'm gonna need you to have just enough self-love. Just enough self-love to have a little bit more of a standard. You have to expand beyond just conservatives and have concern for people's mental illnesses and trauma, because fortunately those are where they'll really get you. Dragonair grew to level 42. I'm only 8 levels away from a Dragonite. I'm worn out today. Fight. Wing attack. Can I ask how old the fuck you are? The way Matthew is talking, you seem too young to think that way. Nah, man. People know. People know. People know conservatives can't be trusted in the modern age. I remember. I miss things back in Lincoln times when a conservative Republican was someone who wanted to free all the slaves. And a liberal Republican was someone who wanted more slaves. I'm 18. I'll be 19 in April. Yeah, him and Caden, I hurt my knee, ouch, are around the same age. Nah, not the fat conservatives can't be trusted. The whole bar is in hell. You are a baby. Yeah, it's the internet. The language gets around. Yeah, like half my age. It's, man. Time fucking flies. And you get to this age, and it's not as old as you think it was gonna be. And you don't feel super old either. You're just like, I'm the kid that I was, except I'm older and a lot more has happened. And I'm taller. Oh man, I was baby at 19. I probably was too. What the fuck was grown-ass Billy thinking? Probably with his genitalia. That's usually how that goes. No offense to Billy. Yeah, Dragonair. Black belt. Hugh. I'll be 19 in June. I mean, I met my ex-wife when she was like 18, but I was 23, so it's a little different. So there's oh, my Pokemon healed. I forgot. Talk to me, old man. Fortunately, I became aware of politics when I was very young, so I feel like my actual childhood was a blip. Yeah, this has been a weird 19 years to grow up in. thinking about it and like, Jesus. Probs was with his dick at the beginning, but that fucker fell in love with me, and I look at these baby 18 to 21-year-olds and just how he's... I hope he's still not dating in that range. Sometimes that shit just knocks on your door, though. Grindr, it's like all these unregulated 18 and 19-year-olds. Oh, right. I was... Yes. Matthew, he hasn't dated since we broke up? What the fuck? Just kiss already. Rock smash. Ball. Just throw it. Okay, what should I... 60, 85... Clinch. This is the user's hurt. How much does Rock Smash do? 20? Yeah. I broke that mofo law. Pussy's so good it broke a man. You know who hasn't dated in his age range in a while? I don't know, fucking James? I don't know, I always thought Jesse was the same age as James. With enough imagination, he's old enough to be my dad. Damn. Ah, crap, I'm in that position too. I mean, as soon as you're like 16, 17, you're old enough to be someone's dad, unfortunately. I mean, younger than that, depending on how puberty goes for a person. Thought I heard a knock. No way it could have been that. Now, dude, you know how old he was when I started dating him when I was right out of high school at 18? How old, Nate and company? This is gonna be a scary answer. Crush girl Sharon would like to battle. Why she gotta be cute? He was 32. Jesus. We got engaged a year later. Boy? Girl at the time? I mean, it's old school. That is the thing, is like, this is kind of the... There is something like our grandparents probably did this shit, or our great-grandparents. There is something of that to it. But a 14-year age difference when you're right at 18. Yeah, Leah would not approve. She thinks, yeah, she thinks of the 18, 19 years as being like babies. I mean, technically the human brain doesn't fully mature until like your mid-20s. So it really isn't until like you're in your late 20s or early 30s that your head's on straight. Madness. But yeah, I mean, it is the type of shit you'd see in previous generations. It's just not necessarily a good thing that we should perpetuate. Hello, man. What you doing? I met him online the July after graduation, and by August, we were dating online. And Dad drove me to meet this grown-ass man the following year, and that's when he proposed. Did your dad know how old he was? God, I got enough guff for being 5 years older and across the country. Yes. Sometimes your parents do the most questionable thing. Dad knew, mom knew. Oh my God. What? It's traditionalist in the most like, here is your child bride type of way. I'll never get over Evan saying he would want to be on a documentary about James if he ever had one. I assume a true crime documentary. I'm thinking of making a true crime documentary about Leah's abusive exes and just fucking ruin their lives like they ruined hers. I am collecting materials. Boop, 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 boop. Dad was like, your mom's parents were 15 years apart. Mom was like, yeah, my dad was a creep. Mom did not approve. Yeah, your mom had it right. It is funny that your dad was like, well, your mom's parents were 15 years apart. And your mom was like, yeah, my dad was a creep. Don't use this against me in this conversation. Jeez, and I got guff for being 5.5 years older. $14. Definitely makes me feel about the 10-year age gap with Leah. Everyone else who'd been of her age that she dated was a fucking abusive asshole, so I guess God needed to send someone who'd been through some shit and was calm as fuck to her. Bruh, my ex's parents were losing their shit over a 2-year age gap? What the hell? It's goofy. I'm looking over the yearbook and I'm remembering how my parents were like, that's such a good photo of you to me in the senior picture day outfit. Where's the plot twist? Because I smell one. And I had been crying. Oh, there's the plot twist. That's such a good photo of you. And you're like, that's wonderful to hear. I was masking my ass off. After weeping. Weeping, my favorite Pokemon. And then she, the younger one, was the one who ended up being mature enough to manipulate me. What the fuck? It's diabolical. You can't underestimate people. Oh yeah, and the damn first time my brother Ian saw him, Ian was like, he looks 80. How old is he? I went, he's 32. Nathan what? Nathan what? No, obviously not Nathan, but dead naming not okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I figured. It was like, he looks 80. Jesus. That's brutal. Poor Billy. Part of me wants to see a picture, but I don't want to confirm one way or the other. Didn't they put in a quote that never happened or something? Oh my God. The yearbook club put a quote in that doesn't exist. I gotta show you a pic of him sometime. He doesn't look 80. Ian was 17 at the time. Gotcha. Just from a 17-year-old, this man looks 80. Don't teach anyone explosion, please. Okay, I know Rock Smash. It's Team Rocket. I was wondering why I was hearing Team Rocket music. I'm like, this isn't normal. Usually I hear something different. I gotta say, women need to raise their standards, and parents need to know better and raise their standards. Okay, these Team Rocket members don't give a shit about me. It's a big boulder. I'm gonna use strength. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay. Whoop, 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 whoop. Fight me. I do know how caves form inside volcanoes. Magma. It flows through and then it leaves caves. Amelia Grace. You friggin' monster. They put a quote on my baby pictures in the yearbook that said, "Always remember you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and more loved than you know." That is from something, but I'm sure you didn't say it. It's from a song. Gotcha. It is also giving a little bit of, like, I don't know, Bible school. My mom had it put on my baby pictures in the yearbook. Aww. That's so sweet. Oh yeah, and you look like a ghost. I missed that part. Look, I don't appreciate you paralyzing my Pidgeot. Just uncool. Black, I need a new pic of him. He cut his hair and looks way diff. Oh. Do. It should definitely be more illegal. Like, I personally think the friggin' age of consent needs to be raised across the entire United States. To 18, preferably. Minimum. 21 if we're getting real ambitious. It would be sweet if they actually acknowledged that he's trans. That would be nice. Old styles of thinking in these areas bombarded with conservative propaganda. Fucking rough. I had a massive fucking zit on my chin and my red hair had been dyed the day before, so I still had dye on my forehead. Lo, this is a wonderful picture of you and you look like you've got blood. Do I need a revive? No. I need not a hyper potion. I could use a super potion. I don't have any. All right, I'm gonna have a look at this off stream for his privacy. Ooh. Watch, you sent me like a picture of whatchamacallit. Who's I gonna say? Just looks like Bernie Sanders. Use a phone or tablet. Log into this MFR. I'm smiling in the picture, but it doesn't reach my eyes. I wonder if your parents are used to seeing that face. The smiling in the picture, but it doesn't reach your eyes. And they're like, oh, it's kind of like what they're familiar with. He doesn't look 80 years old in the fucking slightest. Billy looks perfectly normal. Your brother was just being a hella troll. I know, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, your brother's just trolling. Just messing with you. He's gotta be. Why do I have any super potions? Just use the hyper potions like a barbarian. Paralyze heal. My yearbook quote is from a song I would listen to calm myself down. What song? Both my brothers were looking and calling him an old man. God, I wonder if that happened to me because my ex-wife had two brothers that were younger. They just... No. I'm a decrepit old man. Come here, lady. I've been in training so I can mend my broken heart. It toughened me up physically, at least. Hi-ya! Crush girl Jocelyn. Send out Hitmonchan. Really, I should let Pikachu dip out. Oh, but it would F up my Pidgeot. Between Thunder Punch and Ice Punch. Song is Rises the Moon by Liana Flores. I'm not familiar. This was sent last year, by the way. So, like, he was 42 in the pick. Yeah, even at, like... That's a very well-preserved 42. He's 42 and looks in better shape than me. So, I must look fucking disgusting to you, brother. It's about how even with the worst day you have, the moon will always rise and end the day. Aww. That's both beautiful and sad. Yes, very well preserved, lol. Damn. I'm glad you have him. I just wish things had worked out in, I guess, the way that we wanted. You know? That's just kind of the running theme of what we've been talking about. Things not going how we wanted. My sexy man, lol. Aww. I bet you say that to all the Billies you've known for decades. Not decades, but forever. This person has 2 Hitmonchans? Oh no, that's actually gonna hurt. Oh, but not much. Oh god. I don't want to end this stream before the usual 3-hour mark, but I might have to. I guess I've been doing a lot today. I'm like, why can't I stay? I used to be able to stay awake on stream until like midnight. And I'm like, Matthew, that's because you used to sleep way more because you were way more depressed because it was closer to the time of Leah's death and you were grieving. Now you're like waking up properly at like 9 or 8 a.m. You're gonna wear out sooner. Oh no, Venusaur, we have to get away. We have to run. Oh, what the bugger? He actually has a funny little deformity that makes him look way thinner than he is. A funny little deformity that makes him look way thinner? I want that. I want to look thin. I need these secrets. I'm surprised at the fact so many people didn't put senior quotes. A lot of people just don't give a fuck near the end. The senioritis of it all. Especially when it's like, I'm gonna graduate anyway, or I don't give a shit about graduating anyway. Logan with your full restore. God damn it. Don't full restore me again. Oh, now you're just gonna kick my ass. Oh, that didn't actually do as much. His rib cage bends the wrong way at the bottom, which is harmless to him and means his stomach don't look as big compared to his chest. Nice. I could definitely use that. I got a gut, so gonna need me one of thems. Oh god, this Executor. Try fly? Oh no. Ooh. Oh, I can't move. Nidoqueen. Oh, this is gonna be tough. He's also is covered in a lot of tats. Nice. I assume you enjoy the tats. Fight, fight. Flinch. Come on, flinch. No. It's gonna die. Oh, so close. I love my tatted boys and girls. Aww. Yeah, Leah was tattooed to high heaven. I do not do it. I just appreciate the art. Gotcha. I might get a tattoo one day. I just don't know what of. I kind of have to like really pick and decide a design. I can't just go in and be like, throw whatever on me. No way one of the mean blonde girls put a quote like, don't try to fit in, stand out. Oh, God. Why do they always gotta be so obnoxious? I know what my first and only tat will be. What is it? Oh, what's in here? I already got one. Oh, but it's a high level. Vine Whip. I want to get a complex back tattoo eventually. Of what? That'd be sick. Oh, right. I was going to get... Leah's mom mentioned this to me about the idea of using some of Leah's ashes in the ink of a tattoo. So that would be really nice to have. I just don't know what the tattoo would be. TBD, lol. Gotcha. It's just something aspirational. That's the word I'm looking for. Just like one day. Don't have something pinned down yet. Like me when I was gonna change my last name. I didn't know what, but I knew I was gonna. I will be an old ass ancient man. It'll be an arrow on my arm with Billy's birth/death dates. Damn. Beautiful. You will be an old ass ancient system. Maybe something resembling a circuit. That'd be sick. Circuit boards are dope. Lol, true, true. No system erasure. I wanted to get a semicolon tattoo somewhere, like on my wrist. I had an ex who had one of those. I don't know if I don't think Leah had one. But it would have been appropriate. Those tattoos are cool. Wait, what's at the top of Mount Ember? All covered in cheese. All right, I'm starting to get like sweaty. A little lightheaded. Billy is covered in arrows. They have a lot of meanings, but he claims it means always forward, never lost. Oh, I love that. He's covered in arrows. He's Aang from The Last Airbender. I love the parallel lines and 45-degree turns in a circuit. Yeah, there's something very pleasing and oddly satisfying about it. But yeah, thank you everyone for being here. I gotta step away. I'm tired and I'm getting all sweaty and lightheaded and whatever. I don't know what's wrong. Probably just tired. But yeah, I want to thank everyone for being here. Good to get back into it after a little bit away. I might stream tomorrow and or Friday. Definitely Friday, but maybe tomorrow. I may use tomorrow to do in between stuff and life stuff, but we shall see. Good night. Drink some water and go to bed. I shall. Drinky time, indeed, indeed. Bye bye. Thanks everyone for being here. Appreciate you all. Hope you sleep well. Be kind to yourselves and others, and stay strong. Bye for now.